Hey guys, Braydoz here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 room build. Today I'm building a police squad room because I was sort of playing the Sims 4 Get to Work. Obviously, you can see the series on the channel, but I was figuring, you know what, I'm not really feeling this police squad room. There's not enough desks. I'm not feeling it. So what I decided to do was completely redo it. I wanted to redo it anyway, and then I thought, well, I'm already using Stabler, I might as well have a shot at creating the SVU squad room. Now, I'm not sure how I did. I don't think I did particularly well, but the original plan was to actually find a whole bunch of great pictures of the squad room, and then just copy them exactly, and I would end up with something looking exactly the same as the SVU squad room. Problem is, there's not a whole lot of pictures of the SVU squad room. So I couldn't really do a great job of it, which is a little bit annoying, but you know, it happens. I'm just sort of moving around the top area because I had to move the stairs. That's the little break room upstairs, and I had to change that, which was a little bit annoying. But you know, these things happen. But the build, I think it turned out okay. I mean, parts of it look like the squad room, other parts don't. I mean, I'm not gonna sort of sell this as a remake of the squad room because it just isn't. I mean, I did the best I could. It's inspired by it, but there just weren't enough good pictures. There were some good pictures of the old room, of the old squad room, sort of pre-season 13 makeover, I guess. But I don't know. I wanted to make the new one because, you know, it's new. Although it would have made more sense to do the old room because, you know, Stabler was in that squad room because he left in season 12. Spoiler alert, or at the end of season 12, start of season 13. More spoilers. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed doing this. I like the police style. I don't know, I've always liked it. I love cop shows, obviously. I've said that before. But actually getting to make the room was pretty damn fun. I did have to move around a lot of the other rooms. So out there, the whole area that you walk into, you can see I'm sort of modifying that now. I had to move that around a lot and actually shrink down the lab in there, the crime lab. But that's okay. It's not like crowded or anything. It's not all packed in there, ridiculously so. So I think it turned out quite well. But I do like how it looks in the end, even if you know it doesn't look exactly the same as the SVU squad room. I think it still looks pretty good. I'm actually happy with how it turned out in the end. So that's always good when a build turns out okay. I have also just finished building a shopping strip, so look out for that. It will either be going up on the same day as this or the day after. Also, happy Easter, depending on where you are in the world. It's not Easter for me when I'm recording this, but when this video goes up, it will be Easter here in Australia. So if it's not Easter, well, I hope you have happy. You know what? I hope you have had, are having, will have a happy Easter. I think that just about covers all my bases. So there you go. But blinds are going in the captain's office because the captain, you know, Captain wants a bit of privacy, or the chief, I guess it would be in this. But I know this would be Captain Cragen's office. And yes, I'm totally nerding out right now because that's what I do. I'm a nerd. Just you know, deal with it. Yeah, that's the office there. That's the captain's office, and then you've got the stairs on the left. I don't know where they lead to in the show. I mean, like the left-hand side now, where the little gap is beside the captain's office. Left-hand side, as we're looking at it now. You don't really get to see that because it's a set, and that's I guess where all the cameras would be. So there's not you never really get to see that. So I just put a bunch of stuff on the wall. I just put some windows up high with some blinds on them, and then just put a bunch of the new Get to Work stuff on the wall because I don't know, it looks cool. There's you know some crime posters and other things there, and I also found these really damn cool support pillar. I don't really know what they are. I think they're pretty much support pillars. I forget what they call them in the game, but they're really damn cool. I used them in this and the other build that I was talking about before because they're cool and they fit really well in this as well. They're sort of like a metal, like a rusty metal, and they look really cool. I like them. I like it. I'll use them a lot. I can already see that now. It's setting up lots of the desks here. There are, yeah, that would be 10 desks. Plus the captain's desk. Yeah, that's about right. It's more than you need for the police station because there's not that many police, you know. Well, there are. There's probably about 10 of them or something, but they all don't sit in the squad room. or don't all sit in the squad room. There's the chief, and then there's some like analysis cops, and then there's the receptionist at the front desk, and then there's a whole bunch of other people. So, you know, they won't all use it, but at least there's plenty of room, because there were only like 3 desks in the original one, and they were always occupied, so you always had to kick somebody off a desk, and that was kind of annoying. So now we can just sit down and use the desk wherever we want. The security cameras on the wall, a fire hydrant because safety. And of course, later on there is a big, like a police star badge mounted up on the wall above the captain's office, in between those support pillars that I was talking about. It actually worked out really well. But it's pretty much chaos in here. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever seen an actual police sort of station, like a squad room, or just in television shows, really. They're not like super sleek and clean. They're chaos. There's papers everywhere. It's noisy. It's loud. It's just nuts in there. I know that from my many times being arrested. Lol. No, I've never done anything wrong. But yeah, I tried to make it sort of as chaotic as possible, without being like just ridiculously cluttered and just overpowering. Although I mean, a real police station is sort of overpowering for the senses. But there's some seats there, you know, you could have your suspects sitting there so you can keep an eye on them while you run their paperwork or something. I don't know, it's what you do, really. I could have done the entire station. There's actually a couple more rooms that I could have done. There was like an elevator that I could have put in. I mean, there's no elevators in The Sims 4. But there is an elevator because they're up on a higher floor. I don't know what floor they're on in SVU, but it's up high somewhere. And there's also, I believe, an interrogation room beside an office or something. There's like a special interview room somewhere, and then there's like an interrogation room beside that. So, you know, I could have put that in, but there was really no room, and I didn't want to go shifting like the entire station around. There's the support pillars that I'm talking about. I decided to get rid of the what was I using? Not columns. Are they columns? Yeah, column. No, that's not the word for them. Columns. I can't think. My brain's died. Brain fart. Anyway, the columns that I was using there, and replaced them with these, and they look quite cool. There's filing cabinets everywhere. There's bookcases. I think I put a vending machine in somewhere. There's lockers over there because there's lockers in SVU. There's papers everywhere, as I said, boxes full of files and everything. It looks like a police station, and I like it. It's not a particularly beautiful looking room, to be honest. There's mismatched furniture, you know, there's like green chairs and then like yucky old woods, and then there's these chairs sitting there so your suspects can sit in them. And I know, I do like it though. It looks cool. It looks like an actual police station, I think. And it'll be cool to actually work in this with Stabler. You know, Stabler gets to go to the squad room, which I think will be cool in the Let's Play. I don't know what the deal is with the chief. He sort of just seemed to stand there, and he wouldn't move. He'd just like stand there checking his phone. I don't really know what happened with that. I don't know if I have to reset him. But then when I did sort of play through to take the screenshots, the chief wasn't there. So the chief has sort of disappeared. I don't know how that works, and I don't know what really happens, but hopefully the chief will come back at some point. But we'll have to see. A little bit of a problem with that, but you know, I'm not really sure how it works. If there's a specific desk that you have to put in for the chief, or if the chief just sits at any desk, because I'm not sure how the chief would choose his desk. I'm not sure how that would work. That's strange. I have to do a bit of research into that. There's not a whole lot of guides or anything out on Sims 4 Get to Work yet, because it's only been out a couple days. But even so, Carl's Sims guide is sort of getting their stuff up now, which is good. That's the guide I usually use if I need to find out something. If I need a guide or walkthrough of something, I just go to Carl's Sims guide. It's great. Yeah, the squad room is really starting to come along now. Now we move into the captain's office. There were, however, some pictures of the captain's office. Unfortunately, oh, there's the big police star there, and then moving that up. Oh yeah, it looks good. I like that. I like that a lot. But yeah, then there's a what was I talking about? Yes, no. There are pictures of the captain's office. There's, however, not a real lot of furniture that's anywhere even remotely the same as the captain's office, which is unfortunate to say the least. But I did as good a job as I could. I mean, sort of, I started off wanting to recreate it, but honestly, it's not a recreation. It's sort of, you know, as best as I could do with the tools that I had, because, you know, it would really, really help if I had creator style, but I'm going to stop banging on about that. He lied. But yeah, just moving a couple little things around the office, not the office, the squad room. And now I think we get into the captain's office. Possibly. Yeah, there we go. I wasn't really sure what I should put there. I ended up putting, I think, kitchen counters along the back. Because that was the closest thing to what they had in the pictures. Because there's like a big sort of inbuilt desk along the back. And it's like really dark, nice woods, but there's no dark, nice woods that actually look even remotely the same. So I got rid of those ones and replaced them with them, and I don't even know if I changed them again. I don't really remember. It's at this point that I changed the color of the walls as well to something more similar, sort of like that color. That's a bit too red, I think. But it's the wall color, sort of like a rich wood color. It's not actual wood, it's like wallpaper, but it's like that sort of color, if you know what I mean. The captain doesn't have a computer on his desk. He's just got files and such, case files to go through, stuff to read, pens and pencils. I don't think I put pens and pencils on there. They wouldn't fit for some reason, which was a little bit annoying. But that's okay. The blinds decided to work then for some reason. I'm not sure why the blinds didn't work before. They decided to troll me before, but, you know, these things happen, I suppose. I just decided to put in a bunch of clutter. There's lots of clutter. Like, that's the main sort of tab that I can't work today. My brain's not functioning lately. God damn, you know what I mean. The section of the search tool, not search tool, of the objects. I don't know, the genre of objects. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm making a stupid voice, but it happens. But yeah, just placing some stuff on the walls. And over here, I'm not sure what I placed over there. I think there's another desk over there. There was another desk over there in the pictures, I think. Or was there not? No, I don't think there was. Was there? I don't really remember. Like, I'm sort of trying to remember. Yeah, no, there was. There was like a table over there. There you go. I know things. I do things correctly. God, don't know what that was. I'm assuming that's something for the scientist career. Looks like the thing that Electro fell in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. God, that was a shit movie. Speaking of New York as well, you know, SVU, New York, Spider-Man. Oh, everything's tied together beautifully. Isn't that wonderful? But yeah, just placing a bit more clutter on the back desk. Like I said, lots and lots of clutter, and then fixing up the lights so it's not just a dark, dingy mess. You want to be able to see your case files when you're working through them. And then now, just decide, it's at this point that I went back and looked at some pictures and realized I had to change a couple things. And also, it's at this point that I realized, oh, hey, I haven't got any of the things that you need to actually do the detective career. So I had to go in and place the big crime board thing, the evidence board, I guess it's called. Which was a little annoying. I didn't really have anywhere to place it, and I sort of didn't want to place it, but I had to, so I did. And it's just sort of there. I don't know, I don't really love it there, but it'll do the job anyway. And then I just got to place a couple more things on the wall. There's fire extinguishers, obviously, because you've got to be safe. There we go, vending machine. Good, that's the most important part, isn't it? But yeah, that just about does it for the build. As we cut into the screenshots, you can see here, this is, I don't think that shot actually looks too different. You've actually, I think I've done a pretty decent job. The rest of it, I'm not really sure. But the rest of it, I don't know. It's a pretty good police squad room anyway, regardless of whether it looks like the way it was supposed to. So, yeah. But there's a wide shot of the room, another wide shot here. The captain's still just sort of standing there. Police at their desks, doing their jobs, fighting crime. Here's a shot from the corner, over the back, sort of beside the captain's desk. Here's a shot from where you walk into the squad room. Lots of stuff on the walls. Actually looks like a police room, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. As we take a couple last shots at the captain's office, I want to thank you all very much for watching. I will catch you in the next video. And until then, as always, stay awesome.